Hey guys, welcome back to Atlanta Research Academy YouTube channel. This is another episode in the Smart Literature Finder series. In this video, I'm going to I'm going to take you a walk to another amazing tool that can fast track your literature search process. As a matter of fact, this tool can make your literature search process 10 times faster than Google Scholar. That's really amazing. Are you excited? Alright. Why Google Scholar is a popular search engine for academic literature, it has several limitations that can hinder your literature search process. And interestingly, there are a lot of reliable tools and very amazing tools that are there that can save you a lot of time and frustration that comes with Google Scholar. So before you trust Google Scholar for all your research needs, consider the drawbacks and limitations of these popular search engine. So Google Scholar is not. It may be tempting not to use Google Scholar at beginning or at the beginning of every research, but there are a lot of amazing tools that you can use that can fast track your literature search process. And in this video, I'm going to expose you to one of them. If you are just joining us on this channel, kindly subscribe to Atlanta Research Academy YouTube channel. And if this is your first time of getting to know about the Smart Literature Finder series, the first video on how to make use of Insightful is already on the channel, and you can check the link in the description below. Start with Insightful. Insightful is a very new tool in the markets, and it's pretty easy and straightforward to use. So you don't have to feel gut about anything. So in this video, I'll be taking you to step by step on how to make use of a tool called Elicit. Elicit is a very smart tool than Google Scholar. So I say that Elicit is more smarter than Google Scholar. Google Scholar is great, but I consider all these smarter tools that have been developed in recent times to be more efficient, and it saves one time. So why do you need to go to the L of making use of Google Scholar and similar research database or search engine? So let's see how we can make use of Elicit in this video. So to get started with Elicit, just type in your search bar on your browser, either Chrome or Microsoft Edge or any other browser you're using, elicit.org. So this is the Elicit app.org. Type it on your browser, then push enter to start the journey with Elicit. So let's see. So Elicit is also a kind of similar tool out there that also allows you to get your hands faster on literature papers very pretty much easier than you can experience in other common search engine or academic database. Interestingly, this application offers you a lot of robust functionality. There are a lot of tons of functionality and filter functionality that can make you to streamline your search into relevant papers and articles that really fit into your needs. So many times when you are making use of Google Scholar, you first need to go to the external website and see whether you can to download the PDF, import it into your citation. To all these are a daunting process. They are too long process. So I don't see the reason why a student at this period using all of these traditional tools like Google Scholar. Please stop using it. And in this, as we walk through this video, I'll be showing you some exciting features why you should consider using Elicit over Google Scholar. Why you should consider using Elicit over Google Scholar. So this is the home page of Elicit. To get started, you have to create an account or log in with your Google account, your Gmail. So I've already created an account. That's why it shows me this home page directly. But in your own at your own end, if you are just using Elicit for the first time, you need to create an account. Just easy way of creating any account as you know. So at this home page, Elicit displays to us that asks you search question. So to get started with Elicit, it's expected, or it is it is expected that you've had a research question or you have a research topic. Maybe you are a final year student, maybe you're a final year undergrad student, or you are working on your postgraduate thesis, your master's or PhD, any other thing. So, or you want to work on an assignment, you have a topic. So within this topic, there are keywords that stand out. There are major keywords from this topic. So from this topic, from this keyword you can use in framing a research question, or not even a research question, just input those keywords, and from that keywords you can build up your search to add the relevant articles or papers that fit your need. So in a case, if you have a research question, maybe you are interested in knowing the effect of climate change on Earth population, let's say in Nigeria. So you can start your process. You can start your research process on Elicit with, okay, let me say climate change so I'm searching climate change and population Earth. So this is a very broader topic. So this is a very broader topic. You are not streamlining it, but I want you to follow along on how we can better streamline all these relevant papers into our need. So we want to see the effect of climate change on population health in Nigeria. That's our interest. We are interested in a particular population, which is Nigeria or a country. So you might not start with Nigeria. You can include in Nigeria in the search topic or the search question. It's fine, but I want to show you some interesting or exciting functionality that you can make use in Elicit that probably you might not able to use in Google Scholar. So that's one of the reasons why I'm reiterating that you should consider switching from Google Scholar to Elicit if you want to work more faster. So I will push on search and let's see what Elicit displays for us. So one after the other, I'll be taking you to walkthrough of all these functionality in Elicit, and we consider that, we compare that with Google Scholar. So I'm making use of Google Scholar as a case study here. We also have other search engine and academic database that are similar to Google Scholar that this tool can replace. So we are starting with this. So Elicit has displayed all papers that is in line with our search keywords, which is climate change and population health. So Elicit will display all papers that has the words climate change and population health in its title or within its abstract. So all relevant papers that fit into our keyword. So the first thing you can do is that you can make a comparison, search on Google Scholar climate change and population health, and consider the quality of papers that Elicit returns to Google Scholar. If they are the same, which I'm not sure they will be the same. So these are the first steps you need to know about how to make use of Elicit, right? So let's now take a walkthrough of each of these functionality in Elicit. The very first functionality over here is as PDF. So as PDF. So Elicit, if you turn on this function as PDF, Elicit is going to make another to streamline your search to only papers that has PDF. Maybe you want to have access to the full paper test or full article of that research paper, then you need to put in on as PDF. So consider this to Google Scholar. In Google Scholar, in most cases, you need to first click on the paper and it takes you to an external website, which is mostly the publisher of that article. You first need to explore all the site to see where you can download, and very unfortunately, most times you see that these people are behind paywall, meaning that you can't find access to them until you pay. Maybe some of publishers like Elsevier and others, and Nature's and others like that. So, but in the case of Elicit, when you turn on this as PDF, it's going to return all papers that has PDF. So you could see in each of these papers PDF. Another interesting thing is that To access this PDF, you don't need to leave Elicit to access this PDF. Or rather, when you click on this PDF, it's going to transfer you, it's going to open a new tab in your browser where you can save that PDF easily. But in Google Scholar, you first need to go to another website and be searching around to download and all those. Though Google Scholar sometimes can also have a link beside the paper where you can just click and download the paper immediately, but most cases it will return you back to the main publisher of that paper. So with this functionality, it's really pretty easier to just streamline your search to only PDF. So you have a lot of papers in this search, climate change and population health, and all the papers on this search are they all have full article PDF. So let's see how we can access one of the PDF. The first thing you just need to click on the paper. So click on the paper for us to access the PDF. And you can also click on PDF directly. I think my system is coming up slowly. So let's see how we can get our hands on the PDF file. So click on the topic of the paper you are interested in. Alright, this is the paper we've clicked. This is the first paper on the list of our results. You could see the topic of the paper is climate change and earth, global issue, local responses. So if you want to access this PDF paper, the full article of this file, and another thing you can see is that there's abstract of this paper just beside it. So Google Scholar, before you can access the abstract, you first need to click the link and it takes you to another tab like that. So it's really frustrating using such. So to access the PDF, just click on the PDF file and it's going to load a new tab where you can download the PDF file straight away to your system. So you don't need to go to the main publisher of that article and start looking around for where to download it or the download button. No. Rather, it will open the full article of that paper for you and you can easily download or you continue to read. So it's really amazing. While it is loading, so let's look at other functionality within this window of short summary of the paper. So when you come down to this, another thing is that it tells you some little information about the paper. The paper is published in 2018 and it has 5 citations, which is quite low. So another thing you can do is you can ask questions about this paper. So the Elicit is an AI is an AI tool that it allows you to interact with the paper that asks question. So you can ask question on Google Scholar. No. So you can ask question. Okay, you can ask question like, what is the outcome or what is the major result from the paper? So this also allows you to, it's not only give you access to relevant to search article to your need, but it's also a way to, you can also make use of it in reading of paper. So instead, maybe after you've glanced through the abstract, you still want to know some key findings or some key things within the articles of the paper, but you don't have the time to go to it. You can ask Elicit to help you do that, and it's returned to you just summary of what you need. So let's see what Elicit will do with this question. So what is the major result from the paper? So you ask. So you could see, so in just easy way, the major result from the paper discusses the effect of climate change on Earth and ways that NSW government is trying to mitigate these effects easily. And also, it also gives you an highlight. It gives you an highlight on the abstract to show you the main result. As you can see that this abstract is a bit longer than usual abstract. So this is a very good way to learn to learn along or to read along papers with Elicit. So this is just a one of many functionality that this tool, which is known, which this amazing tool has. So let's resume into our journey. The first functionality we look at is the as PDF. So let's look at others amazing features about these tool known as Elicit. So another thing I want to show you is this start function. So let's assume that you've gone through some of this paper and you're able to find a paper that really that's really fits into your need. The paper has similar research method and all other things that you really want to adopt to adopt to your own research need. So you are very, very excited that, oh, this paper is like what you've been looking for. So once you locate that, let's assume that this is the paper that meets your need, that you find very exciting and interesting to your research need, and even to your read. You like how the author able to break down things in their paper. So you can just click on the paper and click on start. So what the purpose of the start is that when you click on the start, you can tell Elicit that, oh, Elicit, show more papers of this kind. What you are trying to do is that you are trying to streamline your relevant papers to your need. So you find a paper that really discusses your need, or that really meets your need. Then you start the paper and you come down to the bottom of the page and you click on show more like start. So this is another exciting feature you can't find in Google Scholar. So when you show more like start, it's going to show paper that are very close, very similar to the one you find. So by that, you have a very good relevant papers that meet your need. You are not just downloading a general papers on your research need. Though there's nothing bad in that when you are just starting building your knowledge on, particularly when you are new to a research topic or a research area. So, but here you've already streamlined, you've already gone through all these paper and you find a particular paper that meets your need. Oh, this paper is exactly what I wanted to do in my own research. Just click on start on that paper, then you click on show more like start. By that, Elicit is going to display another set of results that are, or another set of papers that are only similar to the one you start. So not just general paper anyhow now. So this, you are building up on your research. So we started from a broader, just like a funnel. We started from a broader opening, then we are coming down to a very narrow, to a narrow end. So all these paper, this is a new set of paper displayed by Elicit. All these paper are very similar. That is, they discuss similar issue like the paper we start. All right. So my Google Chrome is doing a bit slowly. So these are another set of papers that discuss similar issue or that addresses similar topic as this start paper. That's another functionality you need to check. You need to get hold of, or you need to see of these fantastic too. So let's move on. Here, let's see how we can make use of the filter. So the filter also has some great filtering process. That is the filter also has functionality to help us filter our papers into a more relevant one. If you could remember that our topic, or the research topic we want to pursue, is climate change and population health in Nigeria. So, but we started by looking at climate change and population health. Let's assume that we are the research topic or the research area is new. So it's not very logical that you first started your reading by Nigeria. No, you start from a general context. What climate change and population health is really in general. So then, by making use of the filter, when you click on the filter, it shows this option: keywords, published after, and study type. So from the keywords, you can add in your keywords that some keywords to add to display these keywords will be in line with your research topic, and those keywords will also contain in the abstract. So now I can add Nigeria. This means that Elicit is going to display all papers that has the word Nigeria in their abstract. In another sense, it means that all papers that discuss climate change and population health in Nigeria. So for an abstract to mention the keyword Nigeria in line with the seed keyword we use, which is climate change and population health, it means that such paper is almost 99% conducted in Nigeria. So you add that keyword you can add as many, you click on add. So you click on add. So you can also add another keyword. Maybe you want to see if this particular topic has been done in a particular state in Nigeria. Maybe you want to see if the topic has been conducted in so let's make use of a state. So I will type in, maybe I should type in Lagos. So this another exciting features that you probably may not find in Google Scholar. So we are trying to streamline our topic, climate change and population health. The first, we are trying to streamline it into Nigeria. Then another is in Lagos. We want to see published papers that has been on this topic that has been done within Lagos. So you click on add. So Elicit is going to take another search and to look for papers that has the keywords Nigeria and Lagos. At the same time, they have the topic, they have the research topic, or they are addressing the research topic, climate change and population health in Lagos, Nigeria. So now you can add as many keywords as you like to further streamline your papers to relevant ones. So, and this, you can also play around this. Abstract does not contain the keywords. Maybe you don't want your abstract to contain keywords. Maybe you are working in on a very large scale, maybe in Africa, and you want to exclude some countries. You don't want study that has been conducted in some countries. You can just add them. Okay, I don't want the papers that has research that has been done in Ghana or in Tanzania, like that. So you add the keyword. So you just play around this. So this is another set of papers. You could see that we now have not very little paper, which are paper that really meet our needs. They are all these papers as PDF. Each of these paper have PDF. That is, you can have access to the full article. Each of these paper is addressing the topic climate change and population health. Each of these paper is done or has the keyword Nigeria in its abstract, and also Lagos. So some even have it in their title. You could see one a topic climate change in Lagos State, Nigeria. So these are ways to streamline your need to the relevant articles, not just a bunch of articles or useless articles that you just download and you end up throwing them into the trash. So another thing is that you can also filter the publish date. So you can play around this. I think Google Scholar also has this feature. So so just play around this. Maybe you want your paper to be, your supervisor requires you that you only work with literature within 2015 and 2023. You can just click on 2015, so publish after. So your paper would be in the range of 2015 to 2023. So just play around that as well. Another feature is the study type. So we have different study type. So each research has different purpose, or has different aim, or each study has different study design. So let me put it like that. Every papers or every research has different study design. Some papers can just be a systematic review. That is, it's not a paper, it's not a study conducted in the lab or in the field work is just gathering of information from the past authors. So there are different study type. So so randomized control trial is mostly used in clinical setting. Maybe they're trying some drug, or they want to test if a particular drug is effective. So it's most study like that are called, the design is known as randomized control trial. We have systematic review, meta-analysis, and longitudinal. So if you are working, you can select as many as possible. You can select more than one option. Maybe you want to write a review on climate change and population health in Nigeria. So the very good paper to start with is also you can only streamline your search into review papers alone. So with that, you are going to work on review papers. So because review paper is just a summary of a particular research topic within a time range. So if a review is published in 2015, it can be that review is done on previous published paper from previous earlier years to a particular year, maybe from 2000 to 2014. So, and also review papers are a good way to build up knowledge. When you are very new to a research area, you start by reading review paper, because review paper will give you a broader knowledge about that research area where limitation, where other papers are falling short, and where others researchers are working on. So just play around all these to your need. You click on the study type. That's that about this option. We've looked at the option as PDF, the function filter, and the next is you also have another bunch of filtering, or another bunch of great column that can be displayed on this search area. You know, on this search area, you only have two columns. We have the paper title, we have abstract summary. So these are just abstract summary. Even you don't need to click on the abstract. It gives you what the paper discuss. So, okay, this topic discuss food demand and supply shock. The first topic here discuss about this. So it gives you a kind of head start. It gives you a good way of viewing the paper. Okay, I'm not in need of this paper because it does not discuss your need. So here now we are talking about climate change and population health, but this particular paper discuss food demands and COVID-19 outbreak, and maybe it also discusses within it some aspect of climate change, but it does not meet our need. So by that you take you put your mind off that paper, that paper is not what you are really looking for. So this abstract summary. Another thing is search for paper information. So you can add as many columns on this search area as possible. One is you can add the author's column, but it has already displayed it here, but you can further add it, and you can add anything. So here we have methodology. So just look at any of these columns that fit your interest. So let's look at the results. So you just click on any one of them and you see it will display. So question relevant summary, or let me take main findings. Main finding. You could see another column is being displayed. So you have the column paper title, summary, and main findings. So Elicit is going to give you the summary from the finding, the major results from the paper. The first one is the main summary of the general paper, and the other one is detailed abstract summary. So the abstract summary is going to pick up some little information here and there from each section of the abstract, and it's going to give you your summary. So there are a lot of other functionality within this. You could see the detailed abstract summary. This study assess this. You could see, and it gives you the major finding, the main finding from the paper in both tests. So while you are reading the paper, even before you click, you get you download the full article. You've had enough knowledge about the paper. So by the time you start reading it, you start joining the dots together and that's really exciting about Elicit. So I advise you that you switch or you consider making use of Elicit for your for your research, literature research process from now. So there are a lot of exciting tools that can replace all the common literature search engine or database. And we've looked at two in this series. We've looked at Insightful and we've looked at Elicit. So I'll be exposing you to more and more of these tools in the coming videos. So this series is going to be a very long one. So the goal of it is that by the time we look at up to like 5 tools, so you're going to settle down with anyone you feel very comfortable with. So most of these tools have similar features, so have similar things. So you can just look at which of them do you find lovely, do you find more user friendly to use. So that's just the goal. The goal is not to know how to make use of 5 tools. No. Just settle down for 1 or 2 and know how to use it better. So I hope you find this video helpful. So kindly subscribe to our channel and share this video with your colleagues, your students, your peers in schools, or your mentors. Even if you could find it more useful, so share it with your supervisor. So most of lecturers use the traditional way of getting papers, Google Scholar and all that, which is not building up things in this era. So till next week, I'll be bringing you another video on the series Smart Literature Finder series. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kindly share this video and like it. See you soon.